world that nature has to offer in one lifetime. What a dream! To travel freely into the home of the wild ones, to live with them, to become so accepted by them that they hardly notice that you're there. That is not only my dream, that's my goal. I'm wildlife photographer Bill Porter, and I'll take you there.
I walked on the mountain and down by the sea. There I saw the man who shared his world with me. We shared this world with wild ones, that's the way it's meant to be. We're also meant to save them, that's the power in you and me. I wandered down the valley, crossed to the other shore. There's wildlife all around us, birds and bees and so much more. We're always going to take some, that's the way it's meant to be. We're also meant to save them, that's the power in you and me. Well, I woke up to the sunrise, stood there at sunset too. Still I saw the wild ones, wish you had been there too. For with one touch of nature, the whole world had become kin. This message all around us, that's the way it's always been.
Wildlife Unlimited Foundation, thanking you for doing your part to keep our wildlife unlimited. I'm wildlife photographer Bill Porter, and I'll take you there. Sometimes they're cute. Sometimes they're beautiful. Other times they're simply amazing. But it's always exciting in the wonderful world of the wild ones. The Wildlife Unlimited Foundation presents A Fawn Grows Up in the Forest. The natural beauty deep in the heart of the big woods changes from season to season, but it always seems more alive in the spring. On this spring day, it seemed as if everything in the woods was excited. This day was special. This was the day Stag was born. Stag, a male deer. Most white-tailed deer are born as twins, but Stag was the only one. Once he was born and okay, it seemed as if everything in the woods returned to normal. For the first few days, Stag's mother would leave him alone, and she would go out to eat. Stag would stay very still and wait for her for hours. After about a week, Stag started to investigate his new home. Everything was amazing to him. First, he examined some flowers. A noisy frog was in his path, but what interested him was those little rabbits that lived in the ground. A rock was moving. Another frog. And that rock turned out to be a turtle. Then Stag heard a real loud noise. Two baby cubs were playing, and Stag just wanted to join in. Some of the rules for this game were not too clear. But one thing was for sure. Stag was quicker, and he could outrun them. This gave him a distinct advantage, and also made the game a lot more fun. But eventually the cubs got tired. A cool bath, and up a tree for a nap. Stag went down by the water just to take a look at this strange sight, unaware that the old goose who acted as the old troll on this pond was there. Who was this? Oh, another one of those. That was a big family of possums that mother had. The weather had gotten worse. The rolling thunder startled a young coyote at play near the water. Then it was as if the world went crazy. Lightning hit the dry woods and set it off in a flash fire. All the wildlife ran for their lives. Then, just before dark, the rain managed to put out the fire, and all was quiet. A new dawn, and everyone was back to life. The badger was digging a new hole. The young coon was looking for a new home. The two baby cubs each had a stump of their own, and their mother was close at hand. The coyote was safe, but couldn't find his mother. and that old goose had moved his whole family down to a new pond. But Stag was still scared. Where was his mother? A family of woodchucks were busy enlarging their den and took a note only for a moment as a wolf cried from up on the hill. Another new neighbor was this black porcupine. But Stag wanted his mother. Stag sensed something. He couldn't hear anything. This little mountain lion was lost also, and Stag took a few moments to reassure him. The flowers and trees were all untouched by the fire here, and everyone was busy moving in. Like this raccoon with their babies that were too young to move by themselves. Then Stag found another fawn. She was looking for her mother also. Stag went back to the edge of the woods where the fire had been. Maybe, just maybe, yes, his mother was there.
On land and underwater, sportsman and photographer Bill Porter with son John and family invite you all to join them at a spot in the country where we hope to see some wildlife still run free. We'll go hunting, climbing, fishing, diving, see things that help to set the spirit free. We might take some of the surplus that the good Lord has provided, always mindful of the sportsman's creed. So the wildlife we all love remains unlimited. Oh, Bill and Rose and little John, who's grown to be a man, will show you through a camera's eye wonders of the land. You might camp with them by mountain streams or run barefoot in the sand. But wherever you go, recall the creed, keep the wildlife unlimited. For a sportsman's more than just a hunter or a fisherman. There's things to see to all the mind of many a mortal man. From the way the wild protect their young to canyons carved in sand. Oh, don't take them all as you recall. We're for wildlife unlimited. Yes, Bill and Rose and little John, who's grown to be a man, will show you through a camera's eye wonders of the land. You might camp with them by mountain streams or run barefoot in the sand. But wherever you go, recall the creed, keep the wildlife unlimited. Wherever you go, recall that creed, keep the wildlife unlimited.